When I was young, I used to get my gun, break out the GTA, and bust at the pigs for fun.
Gangster rappers never had easy access to the airwaves. MTV has very strict standards regarding images of gratuitous sex and violence, as do other video outlets. And in 1993, radio stations such as KACE in Los Angeles and WBLS in New York announced they would no longer play songs they considered negative.
It is not a question of censorship. You have the right of free speech in this country, but you don't have the right to yell fire in a crowded theater. And that is what some of these records are doing. They're yelling, shoot in a community that is crowded with guns.
I believe in the Constitution. I believe in the First Amendment. And there is nothing that Ruthless or any other company like us does that we shouldn't be doing.
Ruthless Records was one of the first labels devoted to gangster rap and was the home of NWA, whose success was made possible by the label's independence.
Boy, you should have known by now, Eazy-E.
Eazy owns the company, right? He owns Ruthless Records. And if we'd have went to a major company from the beginning with the stuff we had, we'd probably never been out, you know. But since we were doing the records ourselves, put out pretty much anything we want to, you know, and it took off.
I mean, you got people coming that never did gangster rap before, because, okay, say they records that came out, they was commercial, all right? So they commercial, they come out, the records don't sell that much. The next album, they want to come out, they want to be gangster. I'm gonna be a gangster, this record, man. I gotta make myself hard, because that stuff is selling. So everybody jumped on the bandwagon.
Definitely, I think Onyx has redesigned their image over time. We've seen the progression of Dre from the world-class Wrecking Crew times to what he's doing now.
It's just a fact. He wore, you know, a little tight stuff. You know, he had a little tight stuff, you know, eyeliner, lipstick. I mean, it was way out, but whatever he doing, he gotta be doing right, and I'm just giving him his props.
Certainly Hammer has redefined his image. There's a story in the Wall Street Journal about the boss having one image when she was in school, I guess, growing up in Michigan. And she says quite plainly in the article, she's a businesswoman. She's out here to get paid and get over in hip-hop. So she's formulated this image now, even though I think she went to private schools when she was growing up. And now she's the boss. We must get into discussions of the marketplace and capitalism, because that also informs what these rappers do and don't do.
I don't consider myself no gangster or nothing like that. I'm in here to make money, you know?
Oh, it don't take away his credibility. It's just showing you that it's a business.
He was probably manipulated by the music industry. They said, this is what you gotta do right now to catch the eye. So he just followed along to make the bucks, and he tried to work his way out of the society. And he did what he had to.
It's a party of one.
But what Dre did more recently was sell over 3 million copies of his album The Chronic and launch the career of Snoop Doggy Dogg, whose debut solo album sold almost 1 million copies in 1 week. Those 2 albums made Dre's Death Row label very profitable, and to the dismay of their critics, popularized the gangster image more than ever.
People often pick on rappers who's successful. If these guys weren't making any hits, they wouldn't be picking out.
Reverend Calvin Butts, Dionne Warwick, and different people talking about stopping the type of music that I do, and they're only thing they're trying to do is take away jobs. You know, this is our job.
Money is the problem to a large degree. And if you use money to justify what you're doing, you're just like the white man that sold you into slavery in the first place. Money cannot be the justification or the determining factor of whether what we do is right or wrong.
I need a gangster bitch.
Another controversial aspect of the gangster formula is blatantly sexist lyrics, often referring to women as bitches and hoes.
Bitches come a dime a dozen, so don't get mad when I your cousin.
You gotta remember that a lot of rappers are dealing with nothing but these kinds of women that are coming at them. Oh, who are you? You ain't nobody. Oh, you're Snoop Dogg? Oh, I wasn't nobody a minute ago, ho. You know, now you see money, right? So that's where all the bitches and hoes come from, you know?
Most women today are used to other women or themselves being called a bitch or a hoe, but I still think, personally speaking, it offends me if someone calls me a bitch or a hoe just to say it. I think it's a lack of respect.
Like with me and my girlfriends, like we play around like that. You like, yo, well, bitch, please, and this, that, and the other. It's just, you know when you cross that line. Cause I can understand you playing, But then when you're serious and you call somebody a bitch, you just ready, you know, you ready to fight.
Who you calling a bitch?
We feel like it's our duty as females in rap to show that other side, you know, that positive side.
We try to tell them to demand respect, and you will get the respect. And they can't call you no hoe and no bitch if they, you know, if you demanding that respect and showing yourself respectful.
You ain't a bitch, you're a hoe.
The message has to come from everybody. It's not a responsibility of female rappers to say, here, you don't call us bitches. It's not like they calling female rappers bitches. They're calling women bitches, you know, so it's the guy's responsibility to say, look, man, that's not cool.